Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are going to be taking a look at Unity of Command 2 Desert Fox. This is the newest DLC out for Unity of Command 2, which is a turn-based World War II wargame. Desert Fox takes place in late winter of 1941. While the Third Reich's position in Western Europe remains all but unassailable, the situation for the Axis in the Mediterranean is altogether a different story. Mussolini's bumbling war effort has left the Italian armed forces reeling at every front. At the risk of losing his only major ally, Hitler opts to intervene by overwhelming the Balkans with brute force and sending a small mechanized force to North Africa. Leading the latter is one of Germany's most able commanders, Erwin Rommel, soon to become known as to the world as the Desert Fox. Okay, let's start a new campaign of this. This is a new DLC for Unity of Command 2, which looks at the North African campaign from the German perspective. 1941, Africa. There's your map. Mussolini's war machine has floundered. Did Italy ever have a war machine, really? In Greece, Italian forces have been pushed back into Albania. In North Africa, the Italian 10th Army is in full flight. In East Africa, isolated Italian troops are forced back into Ethiopia. Kind of moment. Okay. Early February of 1941, the 10th Army has been annihilated. Fearing a complete Italian collapse, Hitler gazes turns south. Preparations are made for intervening in the Balkans. And a German contingent is assembled for Africa. Mid-February 1941, Erwin Rommel's Deutsche Afrika Korps begins arriving in Tripoli. His forces immediately push to the front. Man, this is a long little intro here. Rommel's orders are but to hold the line. Kind of a sideshow lake. By the end of it, the Mediterranean is where the Luftwaffe was basically bled dry. So, like, it was a minor one from a land contingent perspective, especially early, but it grew in size. Do I need that supply? So what's the situation with our headquarters here? We have 110 prestige. We've got level 2 unlocked. As a reminder, your different perks and abilities are based on your levels. So the level 2 being unlocked gives me set piece attack, gives me feint attacks. Those are important. I would love barrage attacks, but that's 50 prestige. That's a lot. I think we'll just have to depend on set piece attacks. It's interesting how the different campaigns and DLCs have different perks at different levels. Like, they mix all this around. I would guess, I guess maybe that makes sense. Maybe artillery is really expensive to transport or something. Let's up our range and movement for our truck assets to 10. And we'll just not do the air supply for the JU-52 card. We'll leave one card open. So the first campaign is starting in Sonnenblume, March of 1941. So basically the British are overextended and we're going to launch a counterattack against them. Welcome to Africa, Commander. High Command has ordered us merely to hold the line. However, recon elements and indeed Rommel himself report that the British line seems almost non-existent. Therefore, you have license to launch a local spoiling attack immediately. Despite the minimal force assembled so far, more of your troops will arrive eventually. If we're successful, all sins will largely be forgiven by the higher-ups. Move out! In this case, the Italian units are limited to 5 steps plus 2 specialists, while German and Allied units are limited to 6 steps plus 2 specialists. Okay. Alright, so we have 85 prestige that we can spend on improving the troops we have on the field. We are getting some Italian reinforcements later in the campaign, but I think the German forces that we have on the map right now are probably the ones that we're going to primarily be fighting with. We've got this mechanized force here, German motorized, I guess, technically. It's a 240 experience unit, so they're veterans, but the 240 means we can give them 2 steps of infantry without losing their veterancy, so it'll drop them down from 240 to 200. 200 is the cutoff for veterans. So I can do a 2 mechanized steps. That'll be 40 prestige. They'll still be veterans. They'll be much stronger with 5 steps. The infantry units here, 4 and 4, they're both veterans, and I can't give them anything without them dropping. Same for the armor. Could give some specialized, could give them some bonus stuff with the 45 prestige we have left. So we can give them 50 millimeter pack, which would be towed anti-tank. We can give them left 18 towed, a 10.5 centimeter towed artillery piece. Mobile artillery would be more nice. Do we have any of that? No, we could give them tank support, I guess. They've already got some recon. What's the armored unit here? What are the options? Nothing. The infantry unit options. Like, I could give the infantry artillery support. Oh, these are Italian infantry? Oh, good that's gonna be. The only thing is, if I give the Italian troops it, we're probably not gonna have a lot of stand-up fighting. I also don't have the barrage capability, although I think you might need artillery for a set-piece attack. What the hell are those guys do? I guess we'll give the infantry artillery. All right. What's the supply situation look like? Everybody's in supply to start. Now we do have to take Gazilia and Mersa El Brega. Those are the 2 objectives here. So Mersa El Brega is way far to the left. We've got till turn 10 for an on-time objective for Gazilia, which we'll probably have to cut through the desert to get to. We have secondary objectives for some extra prestige. I think that's what I get. At Missus and Egdebia. Extra HQ points at Tenegar. Bark is prestige, and McKilly is HQ. Or maybe it's a card, I'm not sure. So anyway, so these guys are where? So that's just to the east. We'll have to go there no matter what, so there's no way to avoid that objective. Seuss. Where's Benghazi? Oh, it's up here. So a coastal drive for some of those secondaries, but the other primaries here. So we may have to split the advance. We'll see. I don't have to make any decisions turn 1. So we'll end the battle preparations. All right, enemy infantry at Eligala. So let's move our oh god, they can't do shit. The armor can, but that's going to waste its movement. What about using our tactical? We already have 1 air supply available to us. We've got flying artillery, which will help. Theater asset, 1 use left this turn. Turn 2 uses 2. Okay. Let's use one of our cards because there's only 2 battles in this campaign to give us an extra tactical air. And attack alligator. Does nothing. Great. All right. We'll use our mechanized formation here. Let's actually do this. We will suppress with the infantry. We're still going to lose a 1? We didn't lose anything there. I don't know why it's so big. Crap. 0 to 2 with an overrun. Recon element is suppressed. I did that in the wrong order, by the way. Let's use our flying artillery, I guess. So if I'd done this right, I'd be advancing toward Mersa Brega this next turn. There is an armored unit there. Everybody's still in supply. And no reinforcements ready yet, so we'll go ahead and end the turn. You know, for it saying there was no enemy front line, they sure seem to have a bit of a front line, huh? Okay, they'll take those prisoners. You'll take this town. Advance up the right. Attack error on the armor. Nice. 2 suppression. So the mechanized will get a 0 to 2 on both of these. So we'll do 0 to 2 there. I was hoping for an overrun. We didn't get it. I didn't get it on the armor there either. So reinforcements have arrived. What do we have to? We've got till turn 5 to get to Mersa Brega, which is this turn for on time. Or not this turn, we've got 3 more turns. Okay. I mean, we're still technically on time, right? What's the, some of those guys are going to be out of supply. Let's drop a truck. Fudge. Alright, we'll drop that near depot, pull back this other one. None of these guys should be effective, should be impacted effectively. We'll save the flying artillery. Alright, we'll move our infantry up, destroy the enemy armor that way. So we took the objective on time. Take those prisoners. What's Recon say about this? Enemy armors here. So this is nice because this is a port facility. So you're right. I don't think airports are going to be, or runways are going to be too frequent in this game, but you make up for that, I think, a bit with ports. All right, we also have some reinforcements which cannot deploy this turn. No, that's not until turn 4. Okay, so we should. I'm gonna think we're going to take this objective next turn. Keep the drive going. We are very quickly approaching when we're going to have to send some troops off on the flank, though, while also pushing others toward Benghazi. This is actually a mission or a battle that you fight in the British version, Desert Rats, which is another DLC. And we turned it into City in Ruins, but it's okay because we destroyed them anyway. Nice, we get an extra Opal Blitz transport. I don't know if that airport does anything for us that we just took. Okay, so I can't quite get to this depot. Is this turn 4? Do I get those reinforcements? I do. So we've got some Italian armor, which should add some nice bit of mobility. And an Italian mechanized force. Good. They should all be in supply. Why can I not? Huh. Alright, well, that armor's going to be out of supply, so we will drop one of our airdrop supplies on it next turn, I think. Rest of our guys should be okay. Meanwhile, let's pull this one depot back, because that's not doing anything there. And we'll go. So they're building a new depot up here. They're moving the one out of Missous. Alright, so we're going to drop supplies on this guy to get back up to full strength. Do attack air, turn that into ruins. Just what we didn't want to do. Recon up on Benghazi. It is not unoccupied, as you would assume. Alright, do we want to bother with the flying artillery this turn? It is turn 5, and we have to take the Benghazi by 8, which we're adjacent to and can start attacking now. I'm kind of inclined to use it. Oh, move around them for sure and get 0 to 2. Alright, so we took Missous. And we can start driving east toward McKinley. I need to send some of these additional troops east there to support that. I'm assuming the enemy is not going to counterattack and drive in there, but they might. We'll see. We also got an extra support card for flying artillery. Nice. So let's do flying artillery on Benghazi, I guess. City in ruins, but we'll attack. Drive them back. We don't have the ability to take the city this turn, but that should come next turn. I don't get why I can't put a depot here. Okay. Or that. Oh, I should move my headquarters. That's probably why. Well, oh, that's never why it's been passed. Someone is me. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate the support. Have I played the Starship Troopers RTS? Yes, I have. I enjoyed it. I think it's a rather unremarkable RTS as far as RTSs go, but the theme is good enough, I think, to support the concept. And I enjoyed it. I mean, I spent a decent amount of time in it. So these are mountains which prevent us from attacking directly against these guys. All right, I'm going to move this headquarters again. Alright, there's supply depots up at Benghazi because of naval transport, so let's drop that. I don't even need to attack these guys if the mechanized troops can flank. Let's also give us an extra Opal Blitz because we got one of those for free. So everybody will be in supply here. I don't think they can cross these mountains here. I think they can only pass through this railway line, which is a pass, and then probably northwest around Bars. But I think this line here is unassailable because we can't attack over it in any event. Let's move up here and take that supply depot. Gets our troops back in supply. This armored unit is back to full supply as they raid that enemy depot. Achille, we need to take by turn 9. Are there any enemy troops there? There's an armored unit there. All right, I don't know what else is here, so let's just attack this infantry unit. Right. Okay. So we're going to pull back to Bars, which is another secondary objective. Nice. Okay, so we attacked and drove those enemy out of there and took that objective, so we managed to flank these guys over here, which I'm assuming are now not going to have supply lines. I don't know where they draw their supply from. The Italian armor up this way, those infantry in to keep Benghazi secure. We'll do feint, I guess. Did we get another Opal Blitz for that, taking that? So I guess we might as well use it. Probably should have some troops on that actual depot, just in case the enemy gets ready to do anything. So there's nothing really more to take up here in the north. I was tempted to move the armor in here behind their flank, but there's nothing to do up there. There's no objectives up there. Gazala's the next one for a primary, and then these two are secondaries. So let's move the headquarters unit east. Somewhere where it's going to have supply too. So it'll support these guys' offensive. And mostly the troops up in the north are just sort of, at this point, securing the flank. So we'll end that turn, see if the AI has anything to do. I'm not sure a ton about like captured supply in this campaign. Like obviously it would certainly matter. I don't know if it ever rose to the level of being like meaningful. Right, is unoccupied. Let's go take it. So we got that secondary, which gives us a bunch of extra prestige. Right, we knew there'd be enemy armor here. We have till turn 9 to take this objective, which is next turn. Mechanized formation breaks through there. Send this Italian armor south. Well, that didn't do anything. I'm gonna need some extra support to take this next turn, probably. We could use one of our cards to get better air capabilities here. Oh shit, I left Bars unoccupied. The enemy could totally move back behind me and retake that. They wouldn't open the rail line though, for supplies, so we'll see if they do that or not. I guess we could actually move the Benghazi troops up there. We'll see if they do it. I haven't looked at everything that's on sale. Someone is me, so I'm not sure. Huh, they didn't move that way. Okay, well. Dumb for them. These guys don't have any supply, I don't think. Let's take their depots with our mechanized force there. Nice, a very effective bombardment. Launch a feint, which drops their supplies even more. Level 3 attack, fort in ruins, and they retreat. Alright, so we took the objective. Perfect. Is there anyone left at the final? No one is even there. I could have ended this battle this turn. I have till next, so hopefully no one retreats there. Or pulls up from Tobruk and the fortress is there. These guys should be in supply next turn. I'm assuming they can get to Gazelle this next turn. I guess we'll see. I kind of wasn't paying attention to the time and what the last objective was. Nothing in Gazella, so I think we can get there. Yay, we took the last objective. Victory for us. Thanks for the free supplies, boys. I will take that. Okay. So I think that's it. I think we've won. I think we can, if we want to gain some extra experience for our troops that might carry over in the future battles, go ahead and attack these guys who are surrounded. I was hoping we wouldn't lose any casualties. We did take some in that first attack. The second attack just suppressed us. We didn't actually lose anything. But yeah, there we go. Victory. That should be it. And there you have it. Objectives completed. You are victorious. All primary objectives have been completed, and there are no more objectives left in the scenario. Everything's on time. Primary objectives on time. Haya Safria in Sun and Blue scenario, and then Max under Moritz take Mikili in Sun and Blue scenario. Okay, so that was a very good one. We only lost one German step and one specialist step, so a pretty bloodless battle for us. Good amount of experience, good amount of destruction. We get a plus 10% supply, I'm assuming, in future campaign battles because of our stunning success. And so okay, so the next scenario is the assault on Tobruk. Despite facing little meaningful resistance, Rommel's drive to Tobruk was a daring feat indeed, but the Afrika Korps could not get so much further without capturing the port itself. This meant breaching the fortifications while under constant attack by the RAF. To make matters worse, lack of dust filters for the panzers meant that operational tanks were few and far between. Not that the Axis logistics could support many additional tanks anyway. Taking one of these objectives will enable you to put strategic plans into action at the next conference, Tobruk. So Tobruk is a strategic objective. I'm curious about this particular scenario. So we are supposed to take the western or the eastern perimeter and the southern perimeter. We've already taken the western perimeter. So southern, eastern, and then we also have to take Tobruk itself for the secondary objective. So these guys are all mega dug in. So I'm assuming if you take Tobruk, it influences what scenarios are available to you at the next conference, and it may send you down an alternate historical route. Those are some dug in troops in forts. So that's going to be a challenge. We do get some Italian reinforcements, not much. So yeah, that'll be a tricky one. With that being said, guys, it's a little bit late, and with a child with strep, with the fear that I may end up getting strep, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. So I hope you guys did enjoy this first look at Desert Fox, the newest DLC for Unity of Command 2. Let me know if you want to see more of this. I'm definitely interested in playing more of it if you are interested in watching it, and I appreciate you guys for coming out. Someone is me. Thank you for the bits, and all the subscribers and followers. Thank you for your continued support. Hope you guys had a great Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope you're looking forward to a good new year. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer once again saying thank you very much for coming out, and until next time, I'm out.